Ladies and gentlemen, whoa! I was still talking in the old mode. We've definitely got a little bit more power now. Thanks for the team for sorting that out, and hopefully we get a little bit more volume so you don't have to lean forward in your seats. So thanks for bearing with us. We're just about to introduce our next speaker, and I would recommend that we bring in as many people as we can for this one, because you might need to hold on to your seats. Mario's he's got a bit of energy about him, shall we say. And he's going to give us some really interesting information on what's going on in the NFT space. And, well, in fact, I won't even say any more. I'm just going to light the touch paper and retire. So without any further ado, can I just introduce Mario Nawfal? Come on.
Papa. Thanks, I appreciate it. What's up? What's up, what's up? All right, so I'm pretty direct whenever I speak, and you might disagree with what I have to say, you might agree, but I tend to speak my mind. Could be right, could be wrong at times. I only have 10 minutes, so I'll try to get through the points of value, that you guys will appreciate, that you might, make something out of it, as quickly as I can. If you have any questions, you can ping me and I'll try to answer them. But the topic is pretty broad. It's about the future of NFTs. And I think most people are too focused on the present to understand the potential. Because I don't even like the term NFTs. I'm the CEO of a company called NFT NFT Technologies. Our ticker, so we're going public in a few weeks on the stock market, either this month or next month. Our ticker is NFT. So I'll probably get in trouble for saying I'm not a big fan of the term. I prefer to just use the definition, digital ownership. Because a lot of people are looking at NFTs as purely collectibles and art. And I think that's just, I don't even find that interesting. Because I don't find that interesting in the physical world. I'm not a collector. I don't understand art. That's my problem, really. And like, if it's decentralized now, if it's based on the blockchain, why would I suddenly be interested? Because, suddenly we can make money? No, I just don't find it interesting. That's me. But I also think, we've got a lot of investments in the space. One of my biggest portfolio companies is a football competitor to Top Shot called Real Fever. So I'm very invested in this space. I own CryptoPunks. I don't own many NFTs, actually, just CryptoPunks. But I just don't see that to be it won't play a big part of the future of NFTs. I think it will play a very, very small part in the next few years. So if I think collectibles and art won't play a big part of the space, then where should our focus be? If I was speaking here a week or two ago, you'd probably say, holy shit, like he knows what he's talking about. But now what I'm going to say is, most of you are already excited about it thanks to Facebook, so they kind of screwed it up for me. And things are moving a lot faster. But that is the metaverse. Because NFTs are the atomic unit of the metaverse. Oh, look, forget about NFTs. Digital ownership, NFTs, the technology, will play one of the most important, is actually the most important pillar in the metaverse. Why? Well, I own this suit, I own this phone, and I don't own the house I'm going to be in, but I own, my identity. I own the AirPods in my pocket. And you own whatever you have on your body right now. And the world wouldn't function as it functions now without ownership. Now, I don't know how my day will be if I don't own what I have. So we take that for granted, the concept of ownership. But that hasn't existed on the internet for decades till now. That's ownership, real ownership, not ownership controlled by central parties. Now, you all know this, unless you're new in crypto, and I don't think anyone is. So within the metaverse, you can't expect it to function without ownership. So that's why I call NFTs the atomic unit of the metaverse. All right, so let's say you agree with me. Metaverse is you agree with Facebook, the metaverse is very exciting. Not Facebook anymore, you agree with Meta, that the space is very exciting. Now what? Well, the human brain tends to get overexcited about the short-term potential of innovation, and it underestimates the long-term potential. Think about this. And trust me, crypto is a perfect example of that. Back in 2017, 2018, everyone thought that everything would be decentralized. I remember one company, a decentralized Uber, when blockchain, this Ethereum blockchain was back in the Stone Age. And everyone just thought the world's going to change tomorrow. Well, obviously, that didn't happen. And then when the bear run kicked in, most people thought, some people thought crypto was a fad, it will never happen again, and just kind of walked away and a lot of people went into, a lot of people in crypto they love to chase the next hype. And they went after cannabis, or during COVID, everyone in crypto during COVID was messaging me about buying and selling masks. Has anyone had that? Has anyone had, the face mask during COVID? Was anyone getting messages about people, hey, I can import, export face masks because I got a whole bunch of them? That's because people didn't understand that over time, the world's going to change, and we're seeing that now. And it will happen again. When the hype dies down again, and we go through the next, quiet period, a lot of people will walk away, and they're the people that will lose out. So, it's long term. It will be a process to get to the Ready Player One world we all imagine. How does that process look like? As I said, NFT Technologies is a portfolio company going public. I have a responsibility. I need to know where the space is going so I know where to allocate resources and capital. So where is the metaverse going? Right now, play-to-earn gaming is that first step in that evolution. Because again, let's go, who understands what play-to-earn gaming, actually, who doesn't understand play-to-earn gaming? Who doesn't? Okay, two. Who understands it? Let's see who's shy. Most of you do. All right, I'll be very brief. Play-to-earn gaming, most people explain it as, hey, I play a game, I make money. That's boring. Because central games could also do the same thing. They could just reduce their profit margin and give out profits to the gamers. And they'll probably do that as a short-term response as they're being disrupted. So I don't find the concept of earning money while playing a game that exciting. And people will tell me, Mario, but it's changing the world, countries that don't make as much money where the salary is too low, Philippines, Malaysia, Africa, Latin America. Play-to-earn gaming is changing the world. Well, I'm like, yeah, have you heard of Upwork? They can go on Upwork and earn more money than they would in their local country. That's already happening. In my company, so I've got companies outside of crypto, and we have over 150 employees. 60% are in Asia, Middle East, Latin America, for obvious reasons. Talent is just not as expensive there. So the concept of earning money while playing a game is interesting, but it's the same way that collectibles and NFT art is interesting, but it's only a small piece of the puzzle. Play-to-earn gaming, what's exciting about it for me is that it's, I hate those mics, it's decentralized. That means the game, the ecosystem of the game, has no central party. It's controlled by the players. Now, for anyone that understands everything that I've talked about so far, I apologize. I had to, give it kind of an intro, even though I only have probably 5 minutes left. This is where it gets exciting. Play-to-earn gaming, as I said, is like a step in the first step of the evolution. What do I mean by this? Well, who understands what gaming guilds are? Gaming like YGG. All right, cool. Not many. All right. So gaming guilds, I'll be very brief again. So as a player, to play Axie Infinity, I need to buy Axies. They cost a few $100s. For us, it's not much money. For someone in Malaysia, it's a lot of money. So they can't afford it. So that's where guilds come in. Guilds will buy the Axies or the assets in Star Atlas, Axie, whatever. They'll buy the assets, loan it to the players, and then the players will use those assets to play the game, make money, and split the profits with our guild. So we have a guild as well as one of our core products under NFT Tech. It's called Goat Guild. And we've been working behind the scenes and pouring a lot of capital into it. Now, I'm not a hype-based person. I'm a conservative investor. So why am I going after the gaming hype? I'm not. I'm going after the metaverse. That's my focus. So where does gaming come in? Those guilds, I'll talk about our guild. You know, there's YGG is another great one. I'll talk about what we're doing because we have a different vision. I see us to being right now, buying those assets for those gamers. But as the metaverse evolves, I see us becoming a financial institution and a university for the metaverse. What do I mean by this? Well, right now, we're giving money, indirectly, giving money to the gamers, so they buy the Axie and they play the game. Within the metaverse, we'll give money to, I'm sure there's some entrepreneurs here. An entrepreneur, some of you relate, will give you money, and then you can build a business within the metaverse. And we might take equity in that business. We become an incubator. See, that's what I'm looking ahead. Now everyone's focusing on the game, which I think is overhyped, on gaming right now. And I'll tell you why I think it's overhyped. But I'm thinking about how does that, where is that going to, lead us to? Same as CryptoPunks. Everyone got excited about CryptoPunks back in, the last couple of years, and I'm a big bull on CryptoPunks. But no one expected the apes. No one expected how the space evolved. And I see the same thing happening with gaming. So what will become, we're not called Go Gaming Guild. We're called Go Guild. Because we're not in gaming, we're in the metaverse game. So we're like a financial institution, like an incubator, and an educational platform. So when all of you want to enter the metaverse eventually, like a Ready Player One, most of you I'm sure have seen the movie, you don't know where to start. I've never been, I'm not a gamer, so I don't understand the space that well. I'm like, all right, if I want to enter the space, I need to educate myself. That's where Goat Guild comes in. We'll teach you how to build a business. We'll teach you how to play a game. We'll teach you how to live in the metaverse. And I'm not pitching Goat Guild to you. I'm telling you where I see the space evolving to. I hate pitching on stage. I'm not good at it. So I'm just telling you where we see the space heading to. Goat Guild doesn't have a token. We're not raising money. So I'm literally making no money out of this, out of talking about the guild. Just telling you about what our plan is. How long do I have? I forgot that I only have 10 minutes here. 3 minutes. All right. 3 or 30? 3 now. Yeah, so that's where I see the space going. Now, I did say something. I said that the gaming space is overhyped. Well, when play-to-earn gaming first started, I remember a lot of people were calling it like a pyramid scheme. And that's because, and I was talking to my team about this, actually interesting. I don't think it is, not even close, just to be very clear, before anyone freaks out. But right now, everyone is playing those games to make money, because it's very early. No one's gonna play Axie Infinity because it's fun to play, at least not yet. I'm sure that will be the case very soon, and they're working towards that. Axie Infinity will become a metaverse, and that's only one game. There's so many. We're invested in, obviously, we're pretty vested in Axie, Monsters Clan, Monster Infinite, Fab World, Blocktopia. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. They're gonna kill me, I'm not mentioning them. But we're invested in a lot of games and metaverse plays. But let's talk about Axie. Most people are playing it to earn money. And the only way they'll keep earning a good return is that when more players come in, because they're bringing more money into the system. Because we're paying those players, not we, Axie's paying those players. The money has to come from somewhere. And that money right now is just coming from more players stacking up. It's like the new players are paying for the old players that keep stacking up. What happens when the number of players joining starts to drop? The money starts to drop, people start to leave. And then supply-demand kicks in. That's why I don't think it's overhyped. Actually, it is short-term. Long-term, barely getting started. Because the next step, so again, as I said, it's all a process. The metaverse is a process. So I'll tell you how I see it evolving. I could be wrong. I think someone's filming. There's a video camera here. That's the only one. So if I get anything wrong in a year or two, you can watch this and laugh. If I don't, you can post and say, holy shit, Mario knew what's going to happen. So right now, we're playing a game, we're earning money. Next step, Play-to-earn games, as they evolve, will become pleasurable. You enjoy playing. So you join the game not only to make money, but to play the game. That's when it's no longer seen as like a pyramid scheme-ish structure, because now the new players coming in are coming and getting value out of it beyond money. And that's enjoyment from playing the game. So, game to earn money. Game, number 2, game with enjoyment. They'll start to compete with the Blizzards and other gaming studios. Next step, the game builds into an ecosystem. And then the next step, the game starts to evolve into the metaverse. And I'll conclude it with this. The metaverse, I'll define it for someone that's not even in crypto. It's a digital representation of the world we live in today without physics. I don't need to explain this. The physical world, if I jump out of here, like this, I'm probably going to hurt myself. In the metaverse, I could probably do this and fly. So, but it's like, look at life as we live it today. Look at all aspects of life and try to imagine how it will be within the digital world. I was meeting a very wealthy person in the logistics space, and he's trying to understand the space and how logistics will play a role within the metaverse. I couldn't answer him because there's no physical goods to move, but it was an interesting question. So the metaverse is a digital representation of the world we live in today, and life itself is a game, the game of life. So it makes logical sense that the metaverse will be triggered by gamers, and then those games will evolve. I'm finished, don't worry. Those games, I like the way I say it. Well done. The game will evolve into a metaverse. And that's why actually Infinity is a perfect example of that, but it's one of many that will come in. Now you can clap. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.